Welcome back to What She Said Sports. Happy Memorial Day. All right. So, uh, y'all know why we here. Y'all know why we are here. So I was on X earlier today and I got a notification. Um, it was from a page that said Travis Hunter gets married and there was no prenup. Reportedly, there's no prenuptial agreement with his new bride, Leanna Lene. And I was like, okay, this about to be part two. Because y'all came to me in the comments, was like, okay, you need a part two, because last night was good. So I'm wearing my Julio Jones Atlanta Falcons jersey. Let me tell you why. Because what I'm getting ready to say is while we are discussing Travis Hunter reportedly not marrying without a prenup after signing a $70 million deal, $46 million in contract, $30 million in signing bonus. This goes for anybody coming out of college who's already a millionaire because of NIL, just like Travis Hunter. And this is for any current NFL football player who is thinking about getting married and thinking that if you ask for a prenup, she's going to leave you. You need to understand what's at risk. All right. So that's my disclaimer. Okay, y'all. So Travis Hunter getting married without a prenup. When I heard it, I think I got nauseous a little bit. Real, no cap. I think I got nauseous a little bit because y'all know I look at these contracts, and Travis' contract is $46 million, $30 million signing bonus. And that's generational wealth. Let's understand. And this is what? This is for 4 years. This just 4 years. You divide up $46 million by 4, that's a little over $10 million a year. Plus, it seems to be an additional $30 million signing bonus, or either $30 million of that is guaranteed. Either way, that's money in the bank. Some kind of way, that's guaranteed money, the $30 million. Now, that's generational wealth for some people. But 40 plus 30 is 70. So let's just go on the premise that's what's going on here. And there's a lot here. And I want y'all to understand something. One, we can agree to disagree. Okay. Two, if I say anything, I looked it up. Understand that. And three, this is likely going to turn into a debate. And if it is, let's just respect debatefully. We got moderators on deck who are happy to block if people get rude. No need to get into your feelings because what we're talking about is factual. We're not hypothetically saying anything. Now, one of the reasons I was nauseous following the announcement that the report is that Travis Hunter got married to this particular woman, Leanna Lene, without a prenup is because this marriage, understand this, and this is stating the obvious, this marriage took place on the heels of infidelity. And y'all are like, who are we talking about? It don't matter. You could be talking about the random dudes, or you could be talking about the rapper whose name was tattooed on her finger until recently it was removed. Now, understand something, okay? They've been together since Jackson State. People have told us over and over and over how many times she did this for him, she did that for him. I'm like, she did all of it wearing another man's name tattooed on her ring finger. That was not a standard dollar sign. And when it became clear to the public that it was shown off in the video with a rapper with the same name of the symbol, the dollar sign, then the tattoo goes bye-bye after being exposed, and only after being exposed. That is infidelity. Because clearly there was a relationship with this guy. The tattoo meant something. You harboring it. You could have gotten rid of it. And when do you choose to get rid of it? When the world finds out what it means. Which means Travis probably didn't know what it means. And if it was a standard dollar sign, it could have stayed there. Because it stayed there all that time. So understand, this marriage took place on the heels of infidelity. And if you look at any of the pictures that came out, that I posted, that other people posted, people sent me photos, turning to the side, you can see that she's pregnant. So it's like step. She took care to, and I guess you could say, protect her investment. He was the investment. Getting to the bag was the investment. Getting to the altar was the investment. And understand, had her social media stayed open, she probably wouldn't have made it to the altar. Because as time went on, in a very short period of time, what started to happen? The truth got more and more revealing. And relationships went from random dudes to a full-fledged relationship with a guy whose name is tattooed on her finger. That means he's still in the picture for the entirety of their relationship from Jackson State. And that makes you look at her comments that he's not my type. Or when she says, after it all comes out, I don't know why people want to make me a bad person, with the tattoo on her finger. He's a cheater, and I dated this SoundCloud rapper, which was a nod to him, and it worked for his career. His music blew up. The video she was in with him went from 300 views to a couple of thousand, and just like that, while Travis got called a cheater. The marriage took place on the heels of that. Public incidents of disrespect, multiple. When she look at him, she don't look at him like she looked at the guy in the video. So for people to say, oh, we should just say that he's happy. You know what y'all don't understand? Y'all don't understand that sometimes when people are betrayed beyond belief, when they grieve, they don't always bounce back. They end up on drugs. They take their own life. Their career goes down the drain. This was so significant of what took place that it's reported the NFL asked Travis, is your girlfriend, your fiance, gonna be a problem? That right there should have been, let me pump the brakes on this. And I get it. Sometimes when you come from a bad situation, maybe if he was homeless, being stubborn maybe kept somebody from preying on you. But it's not helping now. Because when you choose to put this one person and her family in front of you and yours, make no mistake about it. People have been saying it all day. Her family's set for life. Yeah. And what did he say about his family? Oh, they're going to have to work. So it's working out for her family. It's not working out for his family. And understand this. When people say, now that they know look like she's pregnant, and if it confirms that she is, and you could visibly see that she is. But people want to be, well, just in case. He should get a DNA test. I'm like, so if you think he should get a DNA test, then you think he should have had a prenup. Because if you think he need a DNA test, he must need to protect himself from what? Paying child support for somebody that's not his kid. But I hate to tell you, I'm pretty sure it's his. Oh, I'm pretty sure. That was the equivalent of an insurance policy, just in case the wedding didn't get to the altar. Because if you look at when it happened, it might get answer some things for you. But you're going to have to stay tuned to figure that out. And I'm not talking to me. I'm not talking about staying tuned to me. Because she looks to be about 4 months. She could be 5. She's tiny, so she going to pop out soon enough. In about the next 6 months, November, that somebody put in the comments, we going to be happy that there are little Travises running around. We sure would. We don't have no problem with that. Hell, we were happy that Travis was happy. But there are a lot of people that are not happy this man did not protect himself, and she did. She protected herself, shut down her social media, closed off the lies until she could get to the altar. And today it's reported she back on social media. I'm like, yeah, because she made it. She made it. People said they survived a firestorm. They survived accountability. Or she did. She survived accountability. But see, here's the problem. When you love somebody, don't you teach them how to protect themselves? She damn sure protected herself. Because after that cheating scandal came out, she went off social media. Oh, I better quiet this noise here. I ain't going to make it to the altar. And now I'm pregnant. So we didn't get married. I got a kid. And if you tell me she was pregnant way back in December, if you tell me she was pregnant way back doing that whole disrespectful thing, I'm going to point out those disrespectful pictures on the internet that she left up there that Travis was under, saying he didn't like those photos. And like multiple thousands of people saw those photos and saw he didn't like it. So here's the danger for Travis. There's a couple things here. Yes, he could have had a prenup, and we're going to talk about the language following infidelity. I'm going to share some language that you need to use. If you insist on staying with the person after a cheating scandal and multiple incidents, public incidents of public disrespect, I have some language for you. And if they don't want to sign it, let them walk. But the danger for Travis right now, because it's already starting with his little brother. Somebody posted a photo of them playing the 7-on-7 that y'all typically see, a video, and how the guys, they're thinking, they're like, okay, because they bigger than him, is that why they starting to pick on his brother, walking up on him, this, that, and the other? Is it because his brother is Travis Hunter, or is it because they know his brother not going to do nothing? I don't know. But the point is, it's starting to happen. What you think going to happen during the season on that field when somebody line up across from him? Or what's going to happen in that locker room? The Jacksonville locker room could be in shambles. If there's somebody in there that feel like they got something to say, he's not going to be able to talk about his relationship. He's not going to be able to share, bring her around, because they're going to be some ridicule. And now that people know, on the heels of this cheating scandal and public disrespect scandal multiple times, that he didn't protect himself, they're going to know he easy prey. If you want to scam him, just go through her. Just go through her, because what do they know? They know why she there. I hate to tell you, but there's some scammers out here that'll tell you this right now. He wide open. And she let him be wide open. Just like she let him go to the Mavs game wearing pajama pants because she wasn't there. So if it don't benefit her, he could do the fuck whatever. Excuse my language. He could do whatever. Even if it don't make him look good, if it don't benefit her, it's not going to matter. Because she protected herself, but she didn't protect him from her. She just did what she needed to do to get to the altar and even at the point of shutting down her social media and coming back the day after the marriage. I'm married now, so it don't matter. No, it don't. When you shut down the truth before your marriage, you're going to hear about it after the marriage. And the thing was, see, before they weren't married, he could have just canceled the wedding and went on about his business and still have everything he had, which was the $6 million valuation he had in college. He had multiple millions before he signed this contract. See, people think prenups are standard. There might be a standard one out there, but your prenup don't have to be standard. It's rumored there are prenups, I want to say Jay-Z, Beyonce, but something about depending on how long you married, if you married past 10 years, you get $5 million per child after marriage ends. Something ridiculous, but they both are wealthy, right? I talked earlier about Xavier Worthy and how luckily he found out before the wedding, but it cost him because he ended up being in jail for 2 days. That is not a pleasant experience. And he had to sue her to protect himself because she was tarnishing his reputation. And supposedly she did all of this because why? Allegedly she cheated. So see, sometimes when people get caught cheating, they turn on you. Travis posted today just a bunch of pictures from the wedding, just 2 kids. They're not kids. He might be. She don't move like a kid. She moved like a pro. I am a woman. I am telling you, she protected herself in case that wedding did not happen. And there's no prenup. Now, how does that happen? Knowing his relationship with Coach Prime. Knowing Coach Prime was like, I want you to get a prenup and I want to read it. Knowing he's saying, back at Jackson State, you need protection. All the while, she got this tattoo on her finger. How does that happen? How does that happen when your mentor is telling you? Sometimes after the OSU game, you just got to walk away. You don't walk away. Not only do you walk away and stay, you exactly who you were before it happened. And the only thing that's different is she missing a tattoo and she off social media. And now she back with no prenup. How does that happen? How do you not protect what you work hard for because you don't value anything? You don't think you have anything. You didn't think you were anybody in high school. Your mama didn't think you were anybody because when she let you go live with this girl, because y'all told us multiple times, oh, my mama didn't care if I went and stay with her. Let me tell y'all something. I follow several parents on social media that run accounts for their D1 prospect students getting scholarship offers in the 11th grade. I don't know these women personally, but I've been following them. And I'm going to tell you something right now. They're not about to let their child, who is the best in the state, who can get D1 and probably go to the NFL, go live with no college girl. If the mama had to be asked about it and the answer was, I don't care, that's the first mistake. Because the mama didn't value where Travis was going. Travis didn't value who he was. But you know who knew who Travis was? Her and her brother and somebody else. Her brother, and somebody else. And my thing is, how does this happen? And I remember when people were like, Coach Prime, do something. He has done all he could do. People are speculating if he wasn't at the wedding because he was displeased. It's possible. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. But I'm not 100% certain what it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the answer. I'm just saying that. No protection at all. And she had all the protection in the world. He wide open. She got all the protection in the world. If this wedding don't work out, I'm having a child. Brittany Reiner. Who did Coach Prime bring to Jackson State? Brittany Reiner. Did it help? No. I don't even know if he was there that day. Choosing the state of Tennessee. It's not a coincidence getting married in Tennessee. Yes, you can have a prenup, but it is likely to be challenged and easily challenged with simple things, simple excuses such as, I was under duress when I signed it. I didn't have a lawyer look at it. I don't know what I was signing. That's all you got to say. And here's the thing about Tennessee. You don't have to be married for any amount of time. You can just walk out the door tomorrow. Sure can. Travis can go to camp. She can get nervous or jealous. I don't want to do this no more. I'm going down to the courthouse. And while he in camp, he gets served. Yep, sure can. Not in Georgia. It's going to take a little longer, 3 years. She had all the protection to make sure that she walks away with the bag without a prenup, or even if I had one, I'm going to throw it out. She had all the protection. And I'm pregnant. All of it. All of it. He had nothing. I mean, he has absolutely nothing. And people are like, okay, so what now? I mean, there's several stages of relationships. You can date, you can get engaged, you can get married, you can get separated, you can get a divorce, and you can get it annulled. People get annulled. And a lot of these first year players who get married and it don't last long, knowledge is power. You can get a marriage annulled. Check the state you are married in. Has Xavier Worthy got married and 3 months into his marriage, he found out what he found out before he got married? He could get it annulled. Knowledge is power. And the reason why these things typically don't happen, just like there are people out here who are paying for somebody else's child because they too afraid to get a DNA test because they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings, or they don't want the woman to leave. If she gonna leave because you asked her to sign a prenup, then she not the one. So here's some language for you. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna look at some slides, and there's some language in one of these prenups, and we're gonna talk about it. All right. Okay, so first of all, the divorce rate amongst NFL players is estimated to be between 60% and 80%. This has nothing to do with what we're talking about, a cheating scandal. You add a cheating scandal and a public disrespect, multiple times scandal on top of normalcy at 60% and 80%, you likely to get to 99.9%. This is significantly higher than the general U.S. divorce rate of around 50%. Several factors contribute to this elevated divorce rate, including the high stress and long hours associated with professional sports, the potential for financial strain, and the unique challenges of balancing a high-profile career with family life. Imagine she has a baby in November and Travis somewhere between December's on the road. They go to the playoffs the first year. Yeah, she can have somebody else help her there, but maybe she want him to do. Maybe she got to be the one to get up with the baby because he got a game the next day. When you are a football wife, that the job comes first. The job comes first. I saw Deshaun Watson, who was getting married, under his post when he was working out with Cleveland. His fiance posted when he was in the gym, the job comes first. Yeah, it does. And everybody's not okay with that. And we've already seen that Travis is married to someone who feels like it got to be her way or no way. That was said out loud. That was said out loud. And we talking about all this gift giving. I mean, he gifted her a Tesla and then we still see what happened. So now he gonna raise the ante for $800,000 Brabus G-Wagon. And I don't know what he gonna hope for. See, it's not written anywhere. There are absolutely no brownie points for allowing someone to walk all over you at all in a normal situation. And definitely not when it's $70 million without a prenup. You can't even protect yourself. You don't value yourself. People saying he should get a DNA test. I'm like, he should have had a prenup and a DNA test. But we can't say, oh, he don't need a prenup, it wouldn't help him, and then he don't need a DNA test. He need all of it. Let's not forget. This marriage started on the heels of 2 scandals. And now she back on social media. Of course, because she made it scot-free. Because it don't matter now. See, it don't matter. When he at camp, supposed to be focused, if he call her or text her and she don't answer, or she's slow to answer, or this going on, he don't know. He can't leave. You can't leave. You got to stay right there. And if the NFL is reported to have asked him, is she gonna be a problem? I mean, that mean they were like, okay, and they might be looking at this like, oh Lord. You get the wrong personality in that Jacksonville Jaguar locker room or the opposing team to just talk trash, just like they was talking to his brother. Travis better be ready. Travis better be ready. So let's move on to the next slide. NFL players, the divorce rate is higher. The way they live, they always gone. They got to work out every day. They got to be up there to work out. Then they got to actually work out on the field. Then they got endorsements. You got to do this, appearances. You got to do that. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's why a lot of them get married in the off season, but his got squeezed in right before it's time to go to work. So it says the divorce rate is significantly, the divorce rate is higher. Impacts NFL players' finances due to several factors. These include the need to divide assets accumulated during the marriage, potential alimony. Oh, that's another one. And spousal support payments and ongoing child support. I don't know if Tennessee has alimony. I never looked. I know they got child support. But I mean, alimony, spousal support, child support, and dividing your assets, yeah, that's a lot. And there's no length. You don't have to be married for any period of time in Tennessee. It can go down tomorrow. Additionally, the short, intense nature of NFL careers can lead to financial instability, especially if not planned for, with so many players facing financial hardship soon after retirement. And I know people are like, well, he making $70 million. You can cut that right down the middle. Right on down the middle. And you like, well, that's still a lot of money. Yeah, it is. But when you buying $800,000 trucks, you're going to need a damn house to park that in front of, and some clothes and some shoes and some trips to match. And she got to go to every game and this, that, and the other. And if she don't make friends with the wives, then her friend got to go, and who paying for that? And his dad want to come live there. And the judge is like, no. So I don't know where he was going to live at and who was going to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, the mama got a house. Somebody got to help pay her taxes. Maybe he paying her taxes. If grandma want a new house, tell grandma who might be on a fixed income to go live with mama, so we don't have to be paying everybody's taxes. And if he get $5 million, a year house, if his house costs $5 million, the taxes on a $5 million house, go look it up. It ain't $2,000. So that's expensive. And understand this. When you have that $5 million house after you retire and you don't have any more money coming in, or let's say you get injured early and your endorsements go south and you don't have no more money coming in, that tax bill of $50,000 plus $100,000 is still due. It's still due. So you're going to need to start downsizing your life immediately when it's over. Travis want to play both ways. What have people said? You play both sides of the ball in the NFL, your career going to be short. Divide that 70 in half immediately. There's a reason why 78 to 80% of NFL players go broke. Because people are planning for $80 million and it's really half of that. And then the way you're living, the trips, honestly, you could look at when they were in college and it was her birthday. He did the nice thing, got the Tesla, put the little money in the envelope, had Miss Mama T come over and decorate. That was cool. But the last year, she had to go to Mexico and he paid for her and her friends to go during his last game. She wasn't even there while he was getting ready. But while she was there, then what happened on camera, right? And it's a lot of women that's going to tell her, you can't move like that. You're not going to be able to move like that. Because if you don't support your man and you out here traipsing off of Mexico because it's your birthday, somebody going to step in your spot. And I wholeheartedly agree. I'm telling y'all, there's a woman out there that knows he's a good dude, that knows he hasn't been treated right, that know he don't have a prenup, that know he don't mind spending on a woman that he likes regardless of how she treats him. And what if she's the good one? But see, here's the problem. It don't matter now because he didn't have a prenup. So we're going to keep on moving on. So we're talking about what's the divorce rate for people that cheat, okay? See, a lot of things, what people not thinking about, and I'm going to say this. Yes, the wedding was pretty. She looked gorgeous. He looked handsomely chic. Mama T did a good job, but he didn't protect himself. So that's what we're talking about, and that's not okay. Because I thought he got married in the Blue Ridge Mountains in Georgia, where he got 3 years of state protection at minimum. But he got married on the Tennessee side, and today a report, he don't have a prenup. I'm like, what are we doing? Did we not just forget what we went through? You don't let people walk all over you and treat you any kind of way and think that they're going to stay with you. They just lining you up. And everybody sees that now. It's not going to be easy for him to get respect from people. Y'all think, don't understand. How you respect somebody who just let people do them any kind of way? Who don't protect themselves? His brother out here, people trying to post up on him on the field. But still, that didn't happen before. That wasn't happening before. You don't have a prenup, you wide open, and everybody know it. How they gonna respect you? So now it's like, well, we could respect him on the field, but then now, I don't know. Because he paying for it. His respect is at jeopardy. You want people to respect you professionally for what you do. Your relationship better be at peace the whole time, because we saw what happened when it's not. And now, see, she don't have no reason to just not get the hell up and walk out if I don't want to. See, she got him. She got him on the ropes. If he go to camp and she called, he better answer. He better answer, because anything, like that. He gonna have to jump when she say jump. It's not an equitable relationship no more. This man just signed a contract for $70 million. And now she pregnant. What was Brittany Reiner? Did she even make it to 1 year? I think she had the baby. That's 9 months. And then filed for divorce. Is that what it went like? So y'all can't see it, but on my monitor, there was a video I was watching earlier about the most toxic NBA wives. NBA, NFL, it don't matter. One of our members, Kiel, earlier today in the comments under the video that I posted about this, said something that's very, very wise. And Kiel's brother played for the Giants, so he knows firsthand how this goes. This is exactly the same message that's on another monitor that I could see out my peripheral vision. about how a NBA player's wife, what she said to divorce her famous NBA husband. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can share it. Okay, right here. So do y'all see it? This the comment section right here. This the comment section. So it says, love is blind, but one day he'll open his eyes. Hopefully he'll have a long NFL career. Get past it at 4 years. So in other words, Kiel is hoping Travis gets to at least 4 years and get to that big contract before. Now listen to this. He hopes he gets to the big contract before she says, I am bored. You don't spend enough time with me. I don't have friends here. And I feel as though we are growing apart. Did y'all hear that? I'm going to read it one more time. I am bored. You don't spend enough time with me. I don't have friends here. And I feel as though we are growing apart. So that's essentially what Kiel is saying. That's what people say. That's what people say. And here's the thing. It's true. Because right here on my screen, it says, and I'm not going to tell y'all the wife that said it. We're just two people that were trying to find our way. I felt like I was stuck in a marriage that I wasn't really happy in. And he was trying to find his way too. It was just super organic and simple. It wasn't like how you probably would think. Okay, you see the part where she said, I was stuck in a marriage that I wasn't really happy in after her husband retired. This Scottie Pippen's wife, ex-wife, Larsa Pippen, who dated Future. Yeah, you see? All of a sudden, when he finished playing and the money done rolling in, oh, I'm bored. I'm not happy. It don't take much to say that you're not happy. And you know what I'm saying? It don't take much at all. And it is not like, it's not like he's going to be able to, it's not like he's going to be able to do what? To just get up and leave camp. He can't just get up and leave mini camp. He can't just get up and leave any of the things that obligations that he have. And see, here's the thing. We were talking about this earlier. It's very possible. It's very, very possible that he the one that's going to be stressing. That he is the one that's going to be stressing now because, you know, you could put cameras in your house. You can have, I'm sure it's a GPS to track on that car. You can have an app that tell you exactly where your car is. And most slick people know I don't have to take that car to go nowhere. And my brother could drop me off and you in another city, or either we going to live here or you away getting ready for a game. And I could go up here to the mall and meet whoever the hell it is I want to. And I could leave my phone in that car that you can't track me in because I ain't in it. He going to need some of those Apple AirTags or some private investigators because he going to be the one that can't focus. And see, the one thing I've come to learn about Travis from watching his videos, his lack of awareness. He's not aware when things are going around with him that are inappropriate. He's not. So he going to be fine till she take a while to respond, or till she take a while to text, or because he can't get nobody to say what's going on, or he sees she left the house and went to the mall, but she's not answering the phone in the car in the parking lot at the mall, but you ain't answering the phone. He ain't gonna be able to focus. He gonna have to remember what the NFL asked him. And what is that? He gonna have to remember what? What did the NFL say? Is she gonna be a problem? He gonna have to remember that and try to keep it together. Because see, now you all in. You all in. You can't just get up and go home. And then when you go on the mini camp, you can't go home every night. People were sharing in the comments last night that it seems that what? That maybe he wasn't where he was supposed to be the night before the game in Colorado. I don't know. That's just what they're saying. If that is case, it don't have to be true or not. Hypothetically speaking, in this particular situation, if that is the case, and Cam Newton says other guys do that too in the NFL, I don't know. What if he get caught like Vince Young? What if he get caught like Vince Young? So we go back. So Travis Hunter has earned money playing for teams like Jackson State, the Tigers, the Buffs. Top pick. It says looks like he signed a $46 million contract with a signing bonus of $30.5 million if drafted second overall, and that's pretty much how it went down. But before that, Travis was a multimillionaire before that. Travis actually was a millionaire before that. So there are people who think that that's all a prenup protects. Y'all forget these kids coming out of college. Everybody that was at that jersey reveal probably had $1 million to their name at minimum. Travis was there. Cam Ward was there. He was $2 million at Miami. Jackson Dart probably had a good deal at Ole Miss. Shador, what's his name? The guy that with the locks who played for Cleveland. Quinshon Junkins played for Ohio. He had $1 million or $2 million. Because I saw their NIL structure. He had $1 million or $2 million. Every one of those guys that were at that jersey reveal, they also represent EA Sports and Panini. You put all that together with their other NIL deals like Gatorade. A lot of them have that too. Shador for sure. Travis has Adidas. Cam Ward had Adidas apparel, and then his last year he had I think he just signed with Under Armour football. So he had Adidas apparel at Miami. All these, they are millionaires at minimum one. Travis and Shador were at 6. So he had money before the marriage. He didn't protect that either. So yes, he should have had a prenup at minimum because he had money before the marriage. And then yes, he should have had a prenup because he had money before the marriage and he had 2 scandals he had to deal with. Infidelity and public disrespect. So for no other reason should you have a prenup. It's the scandals by themselves and the whole tattoo issue with the rapper guy that has been there the entire time. So before people say what she did for him in college and oh, she did so much for him, it's a lot she didn't do. Like get rid of that tattoo before she moved up there to Jackson State with him. Why would you have that? You know what it is. But then you remove it now. After the scandal, after the whole world knows, which is embarrassing for him. Because clearly he didn't even know. He didn't even know. And if he thought it was a regular tattoo and he didn't have a problem with it, she could have kept it. Because the ring on her finger now covers it. The one she had that she likely picked out, it did not. That's how fans knew what was on her finger and what the rapper's name was. And they realized, and when they saw her in the video, they were like, oh my God, that's his name. Yeah, that's huge. That was supposed to be a stopgap right there. But he blew past it. And it's okay. You know what? If you like, fine, I want to stay with this person, cool. But when you come in at $70 million and you already had 6, or $40 million and you had 6, with a cheating scandal in the middle, you're supposed to have a prenup. There's no excuse for him not to protect himself. If y'all saw somebody out here walking on the freeway in the traffic and you go to rescue them and put them on the side and they walk back in the traffic, you're going to be upset with them because they're not trying to protect themselves and they're going to end up getting killed out here. And then eventually you're going to just you know what, forget it. You just want to die. Eventually people have to be protected from themselves. That's what happens when you don't protect yourself physically. And when you don't protect yourself mentally and you allow yourself to get in a position to where you're going to hurt yourself mentally, then they're going to restrain you and they're going to protect you from hurting yourself. If you tell somebody out loud in the airport that you want it off yourself, they are going to protect you from yourself. They're not going to let you hurt yourself. And we were talking about this earlier. It's easy to say, man, Travis must not have no friends. I'm like, you mean, oh, he don't listen. Oh, he don't listen because we know Coach Crime tried. And I'm sure others have tried. And there were speed bumps and stop gaps. The NFL asking him, is she going to be a problem, was a stopgap. So, yeah, it is upsetting that he did not protect himself. He left himself wide open in the face of her protecting herself. All right. All right. This is a prenup agreement that, you know, is language that anybody can copy and use because it's needed. It's needed. And let's be real here. Let's be real here. Prenups can be drafted to say any all sorts of kind of things. You don't. I don't. There likely is a standard one, but I would not go with that if you have the means to hire a lawyer or time to copy down what this says right here. What this says right here. But I would copy it and then I would get a lawyer. I would get a lawyer to say I'm gonna need this. And if you date somebody and they don't want to sign this, then you better question why it is that they're with you, and they better have a damn good reason as to why they will say no. All right. So, prenuptial agreements or prenups are contracts made before marriage that outline how property and debts included will be divided in the case of divorce or death. Now, debts, meaning money that you owe, that's a whole nother category right there. Imagine somebody running up the debts and then you want to leave there, but you ain't got no prenup. Not only spending all the money, but out here charging up everything. They can also address issues like alimony, inheritance, and how to handle life insurance policies. That's a whole nother category out here. Because when you worth $70 million, your insurance policy should be damn near half a billion. Let me just put it real honesty. A simple example, and this is an example, and you could use this as your jumping off point, your starting point. Save it. You get married, you give it to somebody, and it don't mean you don't love the person. And if you definitely coming off the heels of a cheating scandal or multiple displays of public disrespect, you need this beyond the shadow of a doubt. It says a provision stating that each party retains their separate property acquired before marriage. Now, did you hear that? Before marriage, what you had, you keep. What he had, he keep. And any earnings during the marriage belong to the individual who earned them. You see how that works? So a provision like this, I'm gonna read it one more time. And any earnings during the marriage that belong to the individual who earned them. Okay, so understand this. This is a prenup that makes marriage about you wanting to be with me and not my money, or a life insurance policy that you can get on my life, or an inheritance that I want to leave to my brothers and sisters or my mama. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole lot here to think about. This is not just about the money he's going to make now. This is about life insurance policies. This is about why did you take the black card and buy another house with it? And I don't know about it because I don't read the statements. And I decided to read one that was open. And you took the black card and ran up a house for $500,000 for your brothers and sisters. And I don't know nothing about it. And all of a sudden, I want to end the marriage. And I'm saddled with $4-5 million in debt. And I only got $2 in the bank. You see, that's what prenups are for. Prenups are protection. Prenups are for protection, and he didn't protect himself. And it's crazy because you would think that he did all this hard work to get here, and he just gonna throw the money up in the air and let anybody get it. And what's sad is this marriage is gonna benefit her family, but because of his attitude, saying what he said on the pivot, and then what he said about his brother, Travis, why you don't put your brother on? Nobody put me on. Thankfully, something happened and he ended up with an Adidas contract. So that's nice. Or on the pivot saying, you the first in your family, you probably gonna do for some of your people. Oh, they old enough to work. I wonder if they feel like that about her family. Is he even gonna know about it? Blind trust is what it is. Blind trust. I trust you implicitly. After a cheating scandal, you should not feel like that about anybody. After a display of public disrespect multiple times that have the internet discussing you, you should not talk about that. You should not feel like that. There should be no blind trust. The only reason there's likely blind trust and no prenup is low self-esteem. I don't want to lose you. I don't know why not. I don't know why not. I mean, your good name has been tarnished because of the situations she put you in. And now you're going to have to hop, buddy. Whenever she call you, you're going to have to answer. Or that's going to be an excuse to pack her and go with your children. Make believe you ain't going to have sole custody. Best believe that. Saying he need a DNA test. No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't, because the timing. So it's wrong of him after a cheating scandal, a public cheating scandal, multiple public cheating scandals, multiple incidents of public disrespect, for him not to protect himself in multiple ways with a prenup as simple as what I just read. That's language that should be used to protect you and to ensure that the person is marrying you because they love you and want to be with you. And maybe they just want to enjoy the ride. But the point is, when it's over, you gonna leave what you gonna leave with if we get a divorce. Y'all could stay married. But if you want to leave and you find out I'm bored and I think we growing apart and I wanna move out to my mama house and she bought her mama house, and I'm gonna take half. No, you're not. You can go, you free to go. And whatever you earn, you're free to earn. And I'm not gonna stop you from earning nothing. If you want to be on social media, you go do that. But I earned this. And that's only right. That's only right. And if anybody says she helped him, she did not create him. He was Travis Hunter in high school. She did what any other person would have done. Be in the spot. And yes, if he having surgery, I'm gonna stay with him. What you think? I'm gonna leave and let one of these nice black girls from Jackson State be helping him with his books? No. Y'all trying to read too much in this. This is really simple. The way a person treats you tells you how they feel about you, regardless of what they say. If I publicly disrespect you multiple times and you find out publicly, like the world did, that I'm wearing another man's name under your beautiful engagement ring, and oh, I'm in the video with him, I forgot to tell you about that. Or maybe I told you about that, but I didn't tell you I used to date him. I didn't tell you that the tattoo was his name. So yes, it's concerning that he didn't have a prenup coming on the heels of multiple scandals, to the point where the NFL is reportedly asking, is she gonna be a problem? Okay, if your job asks you that, then you know. Most people's jobs don't ask them that kind of stuff unless they show up with black eyes and they missing work all the time. Is your relationship gonna be a problem? And it's only asked when your relationship has already been problematic. When people ask you questions like that, that's a directive. Don't let this relationship become a problem. So he gonna have to cry in the dark if something go down. And hope and pray it's nobody in that locker room that feels the need to dig. She protected herself to get to the bag, did everything necessary after the scandals. Coming off social media was to try to quiet the truth from coming out. And now she back on social media. That ought to tell you everything you need to know right there. I didn't close it till the strip club came out, and I'm back after the wedding. I don't know how he gonna be respected by people, because everybody gonna know this. Everybody know. It's just like before. He's essentially back in the exact same situation. He's back exactly in the same situation he was before she went missing off the internet. People don't respect you when you don't protect yourself. In fact, let me tell you what you attract. People that want to use you, and scammers and hustlers because they think you dumb. I told you this is about inexperience. This is also about stubbornness because we know Coach Prime tried. So this is about being hard-headed. And when people know that people have tried with you and you won't listen and you hard-headed, they know exactly how to come at you. They know exactly what to say to make you feel like you the king, all the while they fleecing your pockets. Scammers do it every day, and they know who's green. They know who is a lick. Travis is right back where he was before she went off the internet. People questioning him for poor decision making, being stubborn, not listening, not protecting himself. Does he have low self-esteem? Is she his Achilles heel? It's going to be hard to get respect. And obviously, the NFL knows that the private life will publicly affect the football life because they wouldn't have never asked, reportedly, is she going to be a problem? Is your fiance, girlfriend, going to be a problem? Because they know. We all saw it affect him. And now he don't have no prenup. So, I mean, whatever I want to do, I can do. Because clearly you're going to do anything to keep me here. Because that's probably why there's no prenup. And if that's the case, there's no self-esteem. Especially after multiple cheating scandals and public disrespect multiple times. So that's the language. Hopefully y'all got it. I'm going to take it and copy it and paste it if anybody want to get it. Bottom line is, the bottom line is what? What you have a clause that says this is a twofold in one prenup language. Before the marriage is addressed and after the marriage is addressed. Everything makes this clause makes the marriage about you wanting to be with me in love. I'm protecting myself. What I have before the marriage is mine. The money I make, because you could go to work. I ain't never said you couldn't go to work. You can make your money however you want to get it. If you want to fly around on a pole, and I ain't got no problem with that, you go ahead and do it. Because I'm not telling you to be a housewife. You can use social media. You can get it that way. But my $40 million plus my signing bonus, that's mine. Now, if I choose to give it to you, that's a different story. But I've at least protected myself in the case of, I'm at least keeping people at bay who coming for my money. Because once they see, oh, shit, he got an ironclad prenup that says what he had before the marriage and what he had while he in the marriage, his money is his and her money is hers, and she got the right to go to work. Now let's see who really love you, because that's love right there. Oh, I could go to work and I earn my, yeah, you can go to work and earn your own money. See, these guys out here starting to get hip. Number one, prenups are not standard. I'm sure there's a standard we're flying around, but that's not what you want. You want this language right here that I'm gonna put in the chat. Protect yourself before the marriage. And it's not just about the money you're making. It's about the debt that's incurred. All debts incurred by her are hers. If she want to take her internet income stream and buy her mama house, cool. But don't use my money. All debt is hers. All debt is mine. Yeah, that's how that go. Because it shouldn't be that when you get a divorce, the person that left you cheated on you, you incur that debt. No, that's not even right. And that's what you're protecting yourself against. Somebody using you for your money, because now they got to go to work and get their own, or they can come on with their daddy trust fund and they can spend that. I might kick you some money, but you're not leaving with mine. And that's what this prenup is about. And at minimum, he didn't protect himself. He didn't even protect what he had from Colorado. She didn't make him. His mama did. Let's just be clear. And he was what? Travis Hunter, best player in the country coming out of high school. When they saw him, he was already made. He just hadn't capitalized off it yet. But thankfully, the NIL, which was about the time he was coming out of high school, when he got to see you, he could capitalize off of it. And when she was fine, she was fine. She was fine when he did the birthday thing. When Mama T decorated for her, he had the hibachi people coming in, cooking for her, the Tesla, this, that, and the other. That should have been enough. That was a lot for a girlfriend. Remember, he was a pro athlete. There was no reason he needed an apartment. Because they were like, we didn't have a lot. Well, he did, because he had a full ride scholarship. But her presence meant maybe he had to seek other things. Or maybe that was a choice. But like everybody else at Jackson State, he had somewhere to live. Colorado, too. I saw the apartments. They nice. I saw Jordan Seaton. I saw Jimmy Horn Jr. I saw Matas. They all have nice places to live. Some of them had roommates, some of them didn't, but that's the college life. He been shacking up the entire time and didn't even have to. It just made it that much harder because you had a plus one who realized, because what her brother said, he a gold mine, and let me go get the gold. Let me hold on to the gold. Let me do what I got to do to make him dependent on me. So when people say she did all this for him, did she take the tattoo off his finger? Did she remove old boy name from her ring finger? Because that's what's important. See, sometimes it's what you're not saying. And it's funny how people said that, so I guess they didn't know what the tattoo was either. You see? But these are people that also want to capitalize. If I lock him in now, when he get his 5-year contract, we can still represent him. Don't think I don't. That ain't lost on me. You got to protect yourself. All right, so let's check the comments. Yep, guys are getting smarter. See, y'all wonder why a lot of these guys not married? Because they don't know how to protect themselves. If they read that prenup, they would be married. They'd be like, oh, wait a minute. I get to keep what I had before, and all the money I make is mine, and all the money she make is hers. If the divorce is over, yep, I can get married now because I think she want to be with me. Yep. And y'all can have fun while you're married. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to live the life while you're married. It's not supposed to be you get married to a rich guy and then you divorce him in a year and have his baby and then he pay child support and alimony so then you could go hang out with your friends. See, guys realized that's what was going on. Everybody but Travis. Guys realized, oh, they trying to live it up off of me. This was never about me. No. But the before and after clause, absolutely. Because y'all supposed to, while you're married, celebrate, take your trips, do this, do that, enjoy it together. It's not supposed to be, marriage is not supposed to be a come up. And people, when they're married to you, they take insurance policies out on you and you don't even know. So that's giving a person access that they shouldn't even have if they're not trustworthy and coming off the heels of a cheating scandal. And do I need to say it again? Multiple cheating scandals and multiple scandals of public disrespect is not trustworthy in 2 months. And now a baby. At some point, when do you just realize you're being played? When do you realize she protect herself and you wide open? At what point does it click? He right back where he was before she went off the internet. And she back on the internet. It's hard for people to respect you when you allow people to treat you any kind of way. Coach Prime said, the way you treat people teaches people how to treat you. That was after the whole Godfrey situation where Godfrey was like trying to, take up for him. And he got mad at Godfrey. And I thought about it today. I said, you know what? I'm going to put my spin on that. The way you move. teaches people how to scam you. Yep. If you in a grocery store, and every time you go to the grocery store, you got your big Louis Vuitton bag wide open, and somebody come up and down the aisle, and they ran into you before, they know when they see you again, that bag gonna be open, and you gonna turn your back, and they gonna take something out of there. The way you move teaches people how to scam you. If you have a before and after clause in your as a prenup, they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, I don't think me and you gonna work out. Because maybe they came for the money, and then you like, I'm gonna need you to sign this prenup right here. And they like, I'm gonna go, because they don't even want to work. Matter of fact, they want it all. They want to not work. They want to have your kids so they can get child support. And while y'all together, the money that you do leave around or you do give is going into an account that you know absolutely nothing about. Rainy day. Because they don't want to work. So I got to save up the money that you give me. But then I want to go flex at the games. So I need to go shopping. I need to look good. And they want you to look good. So they don't get you 10 racks. You're going to spend one, tell them you spent 2, and then you're going to have the other 8. And then when you ready to go, you like, I ain't got to work. I got a kid, I got child support or whatever. Marriage is not supposed to be a come up like that. It's supposed to be 2 people building together. That's what it's supposed to be, building together. Not one person doing for you so they can see what it is you got and how loose you are with it and where all the gaps at. Casing you. Because when you're in a relationship, imagine a couple, okay? She look good. You know, they finna go out to dinner. She looking nice, all well put together. Let's just say he didn't get his hair cut, his tennis shoes, his sneakers dirty, his pants wrinkled, his shirt wrinkled. And she like, okay, babe, I'm ready to go. Let's go. And she taking the pictures or whatever. But she don't have him in the pictures. Why? Because he looked trifling. But they go out, they in a beautiful restaurant, and he looking like a straight bum. And she looking put together. Now, why wouldn't she say to him, babe, you need to get yourself together. You can't go out here looking like that. If nothing else, you can't go out here with me looking like that, but you need to take more care of yourself. Why wouldn't that happen? That's looking out for your partner. Even if he don't know no better. That's basically you saying, babe, you can't go sit courtside at the Marries with pajama pants on. That say trophy husband. I think it's cute, but you got brand deals. You got to represent. Why don't you wear some of your Adidas? Why that don't happen? Why? That's simple. Why that don't happen? You gonna tell me he don't listen? That's the one time he don't listen to her? Why doesn't that happen? Let's see who in the comments. Hey Ryan, how you doing? How you doing? Charlotte, how you doing? He should have protected himself. Absolutely, Elijah. Absolutely, because the way you move teaches people how to scam you. That's my saying. You can say I said that. Just like you ain't got to break your back. What do you say? I don't have to break my back to know it hurts. You shouldn't have to. When Xavier Worthy happened, the situation happened, you know how many people talked about Travis? You know how many people say that's going to be Travis? And here's the thing. It may or may not be. But the point is, you make a mental note. You know what? I got to protect myself. Yeah. And that still didn't happen. The Xavier Worthy situation didn't happen. And Coach Prime. You think Coach Prime's sons ain't learned from his situations? Obviously. Obviously. When Travis went to Florida State, y'all know why he went to Florida State? Because he wanted to be like the best. Coach Prime. And then he got the opportunity to go to Jackson State and learn from the best. And then followed him to Colorado and became the best. But he learned from him off the field and absolutely on the field and absolutely refused to learn from him off the field, pushing people away. That's hard-headedness. That's stubbornness. And that is something that is going to be hard to feel sorry for if she outdoes Brittany Reiner. Because right now she winning if it's her and Brittany Reiner. You know why? Everybody knew who Brittany Reiner was, including PJ Washington, though, right? And I somehow he slipped up, I guess. But I think he might have married her and had the baby or whatever, right? I don't know if there was a prenup there or not. I don't even know if they was married or not. But we know for a fact. We know for a fact there was cheating scandals here. We know there's public disrespect scandals here, multiple on both sides. And this marriage happened on the heels of that. On the heels of $70 million contract. I mean, a $40 million contract with a $30 million signing bonus. So let's just say $50 million with no prenup after the scandals. I think she might outdo Brittany Reiner. There was a one gotta go going around. I think it was Larsa Pippen, Travis's wife, Brittany Reiner, and somebody else. I don't know who the fourth person will be, but it must be somebody else that's on that type of situation, that type of train, that type of scamming, because that's scamming. And people said out of all the four, I think they said she was the one that they somehow, whatever the poll was, I'm sure I'll see it again now, but whatever the poll was, she won the poll. The most disliked. I think it was the most disliked. It was Larsa Pippen, Brittany Reiner, Travis's wife, and somebody else. I don't know what other woman would be that fourth one, but she was the most disliked. So her going on social media, I don't know what it's going to do for her. I don't know what it's going to do for her, but could make his life hell just like before. But why would you go back on there right now? It's still going to make his life hell. Does that not matter? Just like him wearing trophy pants, sitting at the Mavs game by himself, instead of his Adidas or somebody telling him his woman looking out for him. See, that's how you know. It's the little things like that. It's the little things like that that let you know this ain't love. Because I let you go out here looking any kind of way if I ain't there. I don't mind causing you problems in your new job because I'm back on the internet. I just waited to get past the wedding, and here I am. I mean, if you was off the internet to keep a distraction from him, then why are you back? Because it wasn't about him. It was about her not getting further and further exposed. Because chances are she may have not made it up the aisle. Depends on what comes out now. But I think the most damning evidence was the tattoo and who it belonged to. And that might not be the end of that. Because if he don't know who it is, it's easy. He could be standing in his living room or he could have been at the wedding and Travis don't have no idea. None. Because he don't protect himself. Because after that, I would have been all in this picture looking like, let me see who this is. Let me see who this is. I'd have had PIs digging in all kind of stuff. And when Jacksonville leaned in and told him, we got you. I mean, we didn't acquire you, but we got you. We got you. We got you. He was like, what? He was like, you ain't got to sell me. I'm like, I don't think they was selling you. I don't think they was selling you. I think they was like, if something go down, we got you. Maybe they know something. Maybe they know what we know. And that's enough. That's enough, to be honest. They don't even have to know nothing different. They can know about the tattoo, the rapper. Do you think they don't know? Of course they know. Of course they know. And they know enough to know that tattoo wasn't removed until we all knew. He learned at the same time we did. Hell, the internet knew first. That's a stopgap. You don't go past that. You don't go past that. Because that's deceitful. Because all this time you had this and you ain't say nothing, or you didn't just go voluntarily get it removed. You waited until bam. Well, did you have to have a conversation? Well, you know what? Maybe just go ahead and take the tattoo off and just go off the internet. Maybe go and do that. Then you could get to the altar. Because it worked. It worked. See, people thought she was off the internet because maybe it was some PR thing to kind of like protect his career. Nope. Because she's back and his career still needs protection. See, if something don't make sense, just wait 5 minutes. Just wait 5 minutes. So the before and after, I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm just going to put it in the chat. I think people need to use that because marriage should be building together. Whatever you earn, you keep. What I earn, we keep. What we earn together, then we split down the middle. But you see, it makes it about being together rather than coming up. Marriage should not be a come up. And it's become a come up so much that men don't want to get married. Don't forget his Adidas deal. Yeah. Happy Memorial Day. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Yeah, her brother isn't on it. I told y'all, I did a video. I said it's a group project. And it's one person y'all can't even see. Who baby is it? It's his. Believe me, it's his. Oh, believe me, it's his. It's Brittany Reiner baby for PJ Washington. Yes. And it's crazy. Coach Prime had Brittany Reiner at Jackson State. I don't know if Travis Hunter was in that class that day. I don't know if he was. I don't know. I really don't know if he was. Hey, exposing the truth. How you doing? So she 5 months pregnant. That means she got pregnant in December. I don't know if I say 4. I can't really tell unless somebody know. And if I'm a know, it's because somebody put it on social media because I don't follow her. I followed her doing that Mexico trip with those pictures. Once I saw Travis did not like those photos, and I saw how many people saw that. I'm like, it's gonna be hard for men to respect Travis because they see what she doing and everybody looking at it, and he clearly right here saying he don't like it. And she didn't take it down. It wasn't until the strip club, the rapper dude came, the tattoo, all of that. And that's when it shut down. So it wasn't about him. It wasn't about him. It wasn't about protecting him. It wasn't protecting him when she posted it. Where's Coach Prime been lately? I don't know. I mean, he got a life. Maybe he on vacation. He got a girlfriend, so he might be with his girlfriend. So it said, yeah, the opposing team will have a field day with Travis on game days. They will trash talk all about her. Yep, and the locker room too. I'm telling you, depending on the personalities that's in that locker room. And see, I have learned. I was watching TV today how guys like the rib. I watched this one guy. They were watching a sporting event, and they told his friend turn around, and he made him think he was squeezing lotion in his hand, and it was ketchup, and the man rubbed it all over his face. That's just how they like to rib and play with each other like that. They just like to poke fun, and they be digging. And I don't know if whoever it is. Put it this way: if we hear something happen, then that's what it is. If we hear something happen, that's just what it is. And his brother gonna catch it too. His brother is gonna catch it because everybody he played football with is in high school and have social media, and that's just the reality of it. That because it's already starting to happen. They already posting up on it. I wish both of them the best. Travis, get ready to be in a world of trouble. Deal with. Yeah, it's like he's so unaware of it's like he lacks awareness as to what's going on around him, like blind spots. He got a 360 blind spot. Somebody exposing the truth to my ooh wee. Prime had Brittany Reiner talk to the team about, yep, yes, and it did not help. That's why I was like, was he there? Was he there? He's not listed. No, Elijah, he's not. And that's the point. See, people before when it was happening, and I said he right back in the same situation he was before. People questioning his intellect, people losing respect for him, thinking he's some men say the word simp. Some people and people prey on people like that. That's why I say the way you move teaches people how to scam you. And before, I remember comments, Coach Prime need to do something. And people's like, Coach Prime, I already tried. Well, y'all know now. Now you say he being stubborn or he choosing not to listen. So it's going to be hard for people to feel any type of, I don't know, disappointment, or it's going to be, I don't know what to tell you. That's really going to be the sentiment. I don't know what to tell you. And the internet going to have a damn field day with it. Because they having a field day with this. I blame the mom also. I do too. Because, see, I was telling y'all know who Miss Diana is over the Dancing Dolls? I don't know if y'all remember her son, Kobe. Remember the little boy, Kobe? Well, he in high school. She's one of the moms that, you know, post about her son's achievements, and he has a bunch of D1 offers also. He plays football. And I was thinking about her and some of the other moms, and I'm like, ain't no way when Kobe get to his senior year, if he already got D1 offers now, that she gonna go let him live with some college girl talking about, oh, I don't care. Hell no. Because she know he got too much at stake. And I don't understand how his mom didn't understand that he was Travis Hunter. She told us he was a mistake, but she didn't tell us. She said he been knew he was him. Mm-mm. 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 No, I ain't sure he know now. Because what did Cam Newton and AJ Brown say? These guys can get any woman they want, and they're not lying. They're not lying, and they ain't got to pay all of them. We saw one football player going into the dorm with two girls. I forgot who that was, and people recorded him. He sure was. He was going to the dorm with two girls. Now, I'm sure that could be. I don't know why y'all think that could be Travis, but there's something that he's willing to risk it all for. And when you get married, you don't have to risk it all. Marriage is not a risk like that. You have to protect yourself, and that's on a normal day. With the Xavier Worthy situation, and he never even made it to the altar. He probably was happy they didn't make it to the altar, or hopefully they wasn't living together, because the most he had to do was either say donate that stuff to Goodwill, or throw her toothbrush out. And I said it, after this happened, he need to break up, he need to move out, he need to go into the NFL himself. If he want to date her, they can date. She can keep a toothbrush over there. But he need to put some consequences into place, and he didn't. He did not. No protection. She protected herself in the event they didn't work out. He did not. Yep, that's facts, Sydney. And everybody knows it. People are saying her brother gonna be the one driving the truck. I'm like, yep. People like, that's his truck. I'm like, probably. I'm like, probably. Probably. And to me, his dad trying to get down there, I'm like, that's too much. That's too much now. You stay where you at. That's where you stay where you at. I'm like, because this gonna be enough right here. He trying to play on both sides of the field with all of this going on. His lack of awareness might protect him until he gets to a good place, because he really is. He's like, oh, he's my best friend. I'm like, okay, can everybody else see what's happening here but you? That kind of blindness. Whew. Rumor has it she's interested in being a reality TV. Oh, I'm sure. That's always been the goal. I mean, that was the whole thing. Because here's the thing. When they were at Jackson State, they had a reality channel before he had a channel. Because I was one of the people reading the comments, and the guys in the comments like, Travis, you need your own channel. They were like, why are you willing to just, and this goes all the way back to Jackson State. And she had that tattoo then, and that relationship was fresher. The relationship with the rapper was fresher in Jackson State. And she still had that tattoo. And when it was their channel first, and people got on Travis like, you need your own channel. And right before Coach Prime left, he started a channel. And I remember he was like, I'll tell y'all where I'm going, because he had jumped in the transfer portal. He was like, I'll tell y'all where I'm going if y'all give me like to so many subs. So he started out the way he is right now, just. And that was her doing. And they took all these trips. I'm like, who the hell is paying for this? And the brother was there. I'm like, who is paying for all of this? You know what I'm saying? And it's still going on. That's why I'm like, it's like she was going to live through him no matter what, at his expense. At his expense. And the going to Mexico while he getting ready for the OSU game wasn't about supporting him. That's what football girlfriends and wives do. They don't run off while they get ready for the big game. No, you stay there to support your man. So you are you out here taking all these pictures that he don't like, that are appalling for somebody that's supposed to be getting married. And then you leave him up regardless of what he said. That's the crazy part. I know it was several double-digit thousand. People saw him disapproving. She didn't take him down. So this ain't about him. And he's okay with that. I don't know why he don't see. It's like he walking out in the middle of the street in the freeway on I-85 with blindfold on, trying to make it to the other side. Y'all know that ain't gonna work. Conditioning and brainwashing, very real. Yep. Yep, scam artists. I agree. I agree, Isaiah. Coach Prime advising him to get a prenup is why the Sanders were alienated. Honestly, they was gonna be alienated anyway, because when you see his family. See, when you being manipulated, people have to isolate you. They have to isolate you and insulate you, because why? I can't let nobody else see. I can only imagine what Boog has seen. He say she helped him do everything. I was like, So, like people saying, her family get ready to benefit. His is not. She got him out here with him being comfortable saying, "Oh, my family can work." But his brother was on her show. I'm like, "Where's your brother? Where's your cousin? Where your mom at? Why your brother can't live here? He played football, don't he? He can play football up here." He let her make it all about her, then started all about her family. That's why his daddy trying to get down there, because he know Travis don't have no. He just wide open. I'm like, where you gonna live at? Who gonna pay for that? You see what I'm saying? That's called vulturing. It's like all the vultures starting to come now because they see he wide open. Boy, hell, if he gonna do this for her after this, then I might as well go too, because I could just get, yeah. And the judge was like, I can't give you no special treatment. I could let you go to the wedding, I could let you go to the draft thing, but I can't give you no special treatment and change your sentence so you can move down there. I'm like, he don't need to move down there. For what? Did he live with him when he grew up? No, it's too much. Now that's protection for Travis, because he ain't gonna make it. That's just too many. That's too much right there. All those people got the same mindset. All those people have the same mindset. I don't know who his saving grace gonna be, but it might be Bucky. I think it might be Bucky. I think it might be Bucky. Yep. Now that you mention it, Prime bought Brittany Reiner around. Yep. And you know what? And now looking back, do y'all think that's why he brought her around? Like, in other words, if he didn't see this situation playing out firsthand, maybe he wouldn't have. Or is it because he like, okay, I see a problem here? Because I know he saw a problem. What did he say? I'm going to get you a prenup. It's going to be this thick. I think he got married on us already. Yep. Told by Prime to get a prenup. A hard head makes a soft. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Isaiah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. When Travis interviewed Charles Woodson on his show, he told him that she was his attorney. Okay. Travis needs to get the marriage annulled immediately. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. Because if he didn't walk away and postpone it or cancel it after all of that, that's for the NFL to ask. Come on now. I didn't know. Because everybody know. I mean, if the NFL know, goddamn it, everybody know. That's what they asking you in your meetings. That's what they care about. Because they know. They saw what happened after the OSU game. We all did. And we were upset because we never saw him affected before. She is his Achilles heel. The way you move shows people how to scam you, and they know they can go that way. They know. Because they see she let him come outside looking any kind of way as long as she ain't there. So if it benefit her, then I'm probably going to get the green light. Yep. Somebody say that's why I can't blame his mom. I mean, I hate to say it, but what he's lacking, self-esteem, self-worth, that comes from young. That comes from a very young age. That, and the parent that you live with, I'm not saying I blame his mama and his dad. And his dad. And his dad. And it looks like, because I remember the UCF game, I remember people saying, oh, his dad is there, but Travis didn't speak to him, or they didn't have a relationship at the time. And if that is the case, I've seen a video. Now, there's a video that's out there. You can go look at it. It's Travis, she's in the middle, and his dad is to the right. Have y'all seen it? It's on their page. they were eating like seafood or something else again. And that told me that, you know, it seemed like his relationship with his dad was beginning to improve. But you still got to be cautious of that. You can't just turn a blind eye like that, you know? And I hate to tell you, but a lot of people have already figured out that if they want something from that Travis have, that they can go her way. And if it benefit her, then chances are it's gonna happen. Okay, her favorite artist is Lil Wayne, right? Who's representing Travis? Right. And Boog works for who? Right. He seems like a nice enough dude. And he might be watching his back. I don't really know. But understand, he works for Lil Wayne or the agency that Lil Wayne owns. And I thought he said the Anheuser-Busch family. And he seems like a nice enough dude. I will say that. But understand, that is a work relationship. I think he did, Angela. I think they were invited. Somebody sent me a link saying Shador was at the wedding. I thought I didn't have a chance to look at it yet, but that's the last thing I got, like 30 minutes before I went online. Friends and family, hey Kiel, how you doing? Amber say all of it. Now his mother has some blame. Absolutely, absolutely. She is not blameless. I'm gonna tell you this right now. She is not blameless in this. Not she's saying he knew he was him, and all we heard was I was broke in high school and she liked me when I didn't have nothing. When she and her brother met him, his brother knew her brother knew first. They knew he didn't know who he was. They knew, and they probably had conversation. If I could get the text messages out of the phones or the devices that she communicate with, y'all probably mind would be blown. Blown. Especially her and her little friend. Hey Amber, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, his dad too. Yeah, his mom and his dad. I mean, his dad on a different type of time. You can see it. I can see it. Maybe because I'm from New Orleans, I see a lot. See, my daddy used to take me. My father has passed away, but my daddy used to take me to the racetrack because he liked to bet on the horses. And I grew up. My dad owned the lounge. I grew up. So I've seen a lot of things, not bad things like a Vince Young type scenario, but different kinds of people and how people move. So, you know, I think that's where it comes from. You know, me, you know, looking at people and kind of looking at how they move. Because when you're a little kid, you're around adults all the time and you seeing how they move. I'm gonna tell you what I used to do. So I tell you, my dad owned the lounge, right? And he had a pool table in this one area and pit ball machines and stuff like that. The bar and the dance floor and stuff was in the front. And I used to have to go with him to get the liquor for the bar, which is why I love liquor bottles, because the pretty crystal looking bottles, you know, to a kid is attractive. But being at the bar all day while he getting ready for the night, you know, prepping, I'm listening to people talk. I'm looking at how people move. You know, I used to stand there while they were playing pool and look at the quarters that they would put in the bottom and just kind of stand there and you just pick up so much. And this happens every single day because it's a lounge that's open 7 days a week. So his dad is on a different type of time. And the judge denying the dad to move is good for Travis. Travis is one of those people, he need protection and don't know it. He don't know what he don't know. His awareness, he trusts people blindly. Like her, he trusts her blindly even after, don't make me say it again, the scandals. This marriage happened on the heels of scandals. We don't know how far along pregnant she is, but we know when the baby born, you could count backwards and you could put it all together. If it was in December, what pregnant woman is posting photos like that and the man don't like it and you don't take it out? Until what? The strip club come along. Or was it January on the way to the Heisman? That was what, late January on the way to the Heisman, somewhere between finding out about the SoundCloud rapper, somewhere between the brown crop top and the Heisman. Reactivated her IG account the day after the wedding. Yep, because she made it. That tells you that she came off because why? So yeah, she trying to get a reality TV deal. That was always the goal when they started that channel back at Jackson State. For her, Travis didn't care. He just went along with it. See, we talked about this with Chad Ochocinco, allowing people to have access. So he's like, she got her own money. Yeah, because she made it by using you in her videos. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. And she knows that. She knows that. She knows that. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's generational. That's generational. Y'all keep saying in love, but being in love does not make you stupid or dumb. It might make you drive 6 hours to go see somebody, but that does not mean you're gonna marry them without a prenup after a cheating scandal and public humiliation scandals. You're not gonna do that. That's not love. That's a lack of self-worth. That's low self-esteem. That's I can't get nobody else and I don't want to lose her. So or I just don't want to lose her for whatever reason. If you don't want to lose one person that's doing you badly, why is that? Why? You can't get nobody else? Why? You don't think you're attractive enough? Because we know you're rich enough. So does she know something about you that we don't know? And nobody else gonna understand that that's a possibility too. But the point is, there's no brownie points for letting people walk all over you. And as you can see, buying a Tesla didn't stop the disrespect. It came after that. Neither was sending her to Mexico. It's like the end of their time in Colorado. It's like she just lit it up. And that tells you that going off the internet probably was her idea. And it wasn't about protecting his career, because his career still needs protection, because the internet is going with this. And they gonna keep going with it because it's crazy. It's crazy. How do you not protect yourself after something like this? And a kid too. And I don't even know if the internet knows about that. I don't even know if they know. But when they find out, Lord have mercy. So maybe she think his career don't need protection no more, because it was never about protecting his career. It was about protecting her from all of the stuff that was coming out about her, which was true. Which was true. Divorce may do something psychologically. Right. That's why I'm saying people like just let him crash out. I'm like, okay, y'all think that that's easier said than done, but as blind as he is, that's probably gonna hurt. They say love is blind. That ain't love. That's something else. There's something else going on there. And the NFL was worried that Shador was gonna bring the circus to town. Yes, that's the irony. That is the huge irony. That is the irony. And they drafted him where Shador should have been drafted number 2. That is the irony. That's the irony. But they knew about it because they reportedly asked about it. Is your girlfriend gonna be a problem? Yeah. So that tell you that they lying when it came to Shador. But that's the irony of it. Understand that. Who said that? Whoever said that. That's the irony. Oh, that was Priscilla. Yes, Priscilla. That is the irony. Isaiah said, okay. What does it say? It said to be married in Tennessee for no reason, for a reason. Travis. Oh, the guy's name still tattooed on her finger. Yeah, I think it's gone. They say it's gone. Hey to the chat. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Jen? KK Priscilla. Yep, she right. Playing both ways double his chances of injuries. Right. It does. It does. And even though it looked like his arm starting to bulk up, his body still is little. He might not be as light as he once was, but he's not gonna get no taller. And I don't know how much bigger he gonna get. And he is playing at wide receiver, so that might be good first. But you know, if the NFL could ask, is she gonna be a problem? Then chances are they suspect that she could be a problem, and they might not need to be surprised after this. What about his father? He lived with his mother, who should have never allowed him to live. Right. No, his dad was blamed too, because he should have been there for him. He should have been there for him, just like Coach Prime is there for him. He should have been there for him. And now he want to be there. That's why I'm like, you wasn't there all that time. Just stay where you at. Just stay over there, because he got enough going on. He got enough. A real financial advisor. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen at all. That ain't gonna happen. It say, hey Marlon, how you doing? Sorry you're late. That's okay. That's okay. We just in here talking. We get ready to wrap up because we at 1 hour and 34 minutes. It say reality checks do heal. Yes. Naivete is blind. I agree. I agree. don't know how. I don't know how after something like that. Like, it takes a special kind of person to be in this situation. Y'all don't understand. It's a lot of people that are in relationships when they're young and they experience. And they might get back with the person. But usually when they come into $30 million, they don't just like let the other person have access to it. They might not even tell the other person. They might not leave them, but then again, maybe they do. Maybe they be like, "Hey, I just won the lottery. I'm gonna share it with you," after they just cheated on them. But that's special. That's special because you wouldn't see me. But maybe that's the youth. Maybe that's that frontal lobe we keep talking about. That's it. That's it. So we just gonna have to see what happens next. Soulmate Marlon. Oh, okay. Marlon and Jen. Why they soulmates? Okay. Are we making a love connection in the chat? Because that's awesome. That's awesome. He gonna find out now. He sure is. He sure is. She was acting a fool at some game because of cheerleader and something to him. Right. And she got this dude tattoo on her finger. That's crazy. That tells you everything you need to know. But for all the people saying she does this, she does that, I'm like, did she take that tattoo off her face? No. No. And it took the internet to point it out. That's the crazy part. It took the internet. Sidney Ewell, he had a freaking meltdown when everybody learned the truth about it. Yes. And that's crazy too. Like, so you knew or you didn't know. Which one is it? You either knew or you didn't know. But why you mad? That's the crazy part. See, that's what I'm telling you. It's like it's something we don't know as to why he can't lose her. Like, do she know his deepest, darkest secrets? Do she know something about his lifestyle that we don't know? So he got to keep her around, or it's gonna crumble, or the truth. I don't know what it is, but that was crazy. That was crazy, and that's why respect is going to start to wane for him, because can't nobody take you seriously if this is how you move, and all you doing is showing scammers how to get next to you. And it's why his father, who clearly, look how much he cried about his dad at the Heisman. Oh, he clearly wasn't there, because that's a lot. That was a lot of emotion. And he want to get to Jacksonville. No. Book smart, not street smart. But you know what? He from Florida. And he was getting in all kind of trouble before he got, I guess, like toward the end of the year. So it's like he came from a bad environment. Maybe he blocked it out. Maybe it was so bad he had to block it out. Or, normally if you blind in one area of life, is it true if you blind in one area of life that you're blind in all areas of life? And I think maybe. But here's the thing. When you dating a woman, and we were talking about this at home, when you dating a woman and she doing some dirt, like cheating on you, she don't like your friends. She don't like your friends. And that might be why who got left out the wedding party. They might have been at the wedding, but they weren't in the wedding. People say he moving away from Coach Prime. People were mad with him for that, saying, "Oh, he just used Coach Prime to get to the league, and now he act like blah blah blah." I don't think she liked them. I don't get the impression that she liked them, and I'm not shocked if she does not, because she can't let nobody outside get too close, because then they gonna see her. I mean, the internet saw the tattoo, right? And how did that come out? Because of how she treated Travis. He definitely was warned. Oh yeah, he been warned. He been warned for sure. And he think he don't need protection. I'm like, oh, you're not that naive, are you? Just poor decision. And he don't even understand the situation. It's the same thing as before. People questioning your intellect. People don't respect you, losing respect for you, saying you a simp. The scammers lining up to scam you. They know to go through her because she let you go outside looking any kind of way. The Mavs game gonna always be in hell of an example. That's crazy. Because if she don't benefit from it, not for long. Yeah, the NFL means not for long, right, Kiel? Right. And he better stay focused, because if he out there and he off focus, he gonna get popped. He gonna get popped something bad. Was she disrespecting him with that look? Oh yeah, Angela. I'm sure for the rookie symposium talked about all of that. Boy, he wasn't listening. He wasn't listening. If he didn't listen to Coach Prime, ain't nothing else nobody else gonna be able to say. If he wasn't slowed down by the NFL asking reportedly, is she gonna be a problem? And you still went on with no prenup. I'm telling you, that prenup clause I showed y'all, the before and after protection, that's all he needed. That's all he needed. But I think he felt like she would have left. So if some reason he don't want her to leave. Now I don't know what it is. I'm starting to wonder if there's something about his life that we're not privy to. But I don't think it's that. I think that's low self-esteem. Well, that's what I'm gonna go with until I see otherwise. I don't even want to watch Jacksonville play no more. So I'm probably gonna watch if Jacksonville going head to head with Cleveland, I'm watching Cleveland. If Jacksonville going head to head with Baltimore, I'm watching Baltimore. I'm good. I'll probably just want to see, but I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing. Because we right back where we were before. We are exactly in the same place where we were before. Enjoy yourself, but protect yourself. Exactly. And to me, I think the only reason he didn't protect himself out of fear that she was gonna leave. Because who remembers the TikTok that they did when she was like washing her face or putting on some kind of face cream and he was in the background? And she was like, we have the passwords to each other's everything. And Travis was like, I don't have your passwords. I'm like, whoa. What? Y'all remember that, right? So was he afraid to ask her for her passwords? You see what I'm saying? He was like, I don't have your password. She like, he lying. We don't know if he lying or not. He didn't look like he was lying, though. He looked like a kid waiting for his mama to finish washing her face and was like, oh, I don't have your passwords, mama. You know, that was the kind of vibe it was giving. But we don't know if he lying or not. But the point is, he chose not to protect himself. And it could be because he felt like she was going to leave, or he just trusts her blindly. And he don't have a reason to. In fact, he have multiple reasons and scandals not to. And he chose not to. Jalen Ramsey gonna be talking. His brother already catching it. That's all I know. His brother already catching it. She turned her face when he tried to kiss and everything. They were dancing like they were seventh graders. I was like, why they dancing like that? But whatever. Hey, how you doing, Jerry? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, when Cam Newton dropped that video I told y'all about saying that money shows you who people really are, you know, and what they willing to pay for, and women how they willing to pay for women. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like, and that's what Isaiah is alluding to. You better stay awake during rookie symposium. Listen to those people who are now broke. Oh, that's who they bring in, Kiel. Let them explain how finance works. It don't matter because Coach Prime brought in Brittany Reiner, and that did not help at all. That didn't help at all. I'm like, because that should have been an eye opener. That should have been an eye opener when the woman that's doing the, you know, is like, look out for women like me. I mean, come on now, you're supposed to listen to that. They have no ties to Tennessee. No, they don't have no ties to Tennessee. Yeah, the only thing that's coming out of Tennessee is you can easily challenge a prenup. Yeah. It says, so what? He wasn't there. She doesn't get to dodge accountability of her son gets taken to. No, she is not absolved. The mom is not absolved at all because this ain't right. This is not right. She planned all of this to the T. Show did. She protected herself. She did. He was under his mother's roof. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he did live with the mom. Sound like that's the idea. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we right back where we were. We right back where we were. It's the same thing over and over, and You know, I told y'all yesterday when the internet woke up and figured it out at about noon, it was WTF all over the place. They can't believe he married her. And when they find out there's no prenup and a baby on the way, whoo, that shouldn't happen like that. That's people gonna lose respect. People gonna lose respect. People gonna lose respect. So I don't know what he expect to get, but we finna get out of here, guys. All right, so 130 of us in here, 65 likes. Can everybody just take a moment and hit the like button for me? Just take the moment and hit the like button for me. We're on the road to 1 million subscribers, and y'all will help us get there if you show the algorithm some love by hitting the like button. Let's feed the algorithm, and then if you love the content, please subscribe. And I appreciate y'all. The subscriptions have been going up. The subscribers been going up. So we're trying to get to 1 million. Thank y'all so much for enjoying the content. And we'll be back tomorrow. It is a work day, a weekday for everybody. So we'll be back with our lunch and learn at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to talk about whatever hot topic we are dealt. All right, guys. So this was awesome. I hope y'all appreciate it. I will put into the comments. I will try to take the verbiage from the clause, from the prenup clause, the before and after protection, the before the marriage, as the marriage is ending, before the marriage ends. I'll send that over to y'all. All right, y'all. We're gonna say goodnight, give y'all a chance to wrap up. Yes, Isaiah, you're correct. Give everybody a chance to wrap up the conversations. Isaiah said Travis is in love and she's not in love with him. She controls him, right? And I think that's becoming more and more obvious every day. Well, that's already been obvious, I think. Or it's becoming more obvious to people who thought that maybe this is something you could grow from. Dion said, dang, I was going to go post on the video the afternoon. I was going what? I was going to post on the video this afternoon, Scottie Pippen. Yeah, that was crazy how that popped up. I was like, because that's what happens. Like, it's so easy. It's so easy to get out of the marriage because I mean, you already know what you're signing up for. But then when you get in it and you have all the access that you want and you want to do things your way with the money that you could have never got on your own, you're going to start saying things like, I'm bored, or you're going to start complaining, or you're going to start being jealous, or you're going to start just continuing to be manipulative. Just like, how do you go to Mexico during the week, post these scantily videos, these pictures, but then you know you got this dude name tattooed on your ring finger the entire time, and you embarrassing me on national TV because you think I may have possibly smiled at a cheerleader on the football field. See that right there? That's manipulation. And it's guilt. Because what was you over there doing? I didn't like those pictures. You didn't take them down. Oh, so maybe you thought you upset because I didn't like your pictures, and now I'm over here smiling at this cheerleader. So that make you feel like I'm trying to one up you, and you could think I could leave you. So then you have a meltdown on TV in front of everybody and embarrass me. It's not about Travis at all. But she told him, oh, it's gonna have to be about me, my way or no way. That was right off the rip in the beginning. They knew he was green when they said he was a gold mine. And they got to the bag. And I say they, because this was a group project, and there's somebody that y'all can't see. It might be one of the most expensive lessons, but the beauty of it is, I don't know what kind of annulment laws, but if something happened within the next year, he should be able to get an annulment. Now, that's facts. That's facts. But as we can see, she was willing to wait all the way from high school, so she could wait out that too. And I'm sure she knows that. I'm sure she knows that annulments are out there. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to say goodnight. Y'all were awesome. This was excellent engagement. Excellent. I hope this doesn't end up like a Steve McNair. No, Larsa Pippen. Larsa Pippen probably. I can see that. Steve McNair, no, because it's going to be her that want to go. Watch what I tell you. Yep. All right, y'all. So thank you. Oh, y'all got the likes up. I appreciate y'all. All right, we're going to get out of here. We can continue the conversation in the comments once the videos, the live stream is posted. I might have to repost it. So I'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank y'all so much for watching What She Said Sports. Thank y'all so much. This was awesome. I appreciate the engagement.